Hello, everyone. How's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's resume our complete beginner's guide to Factorio, shall we? Our factory's running away. We've managed to increase our iron plate production. The copper plates look pretty good. The first thing I want to do is just boost up our research. So once you get stabilized, you see how much red and green science we've got. We're doing beautiful. So I'm going to pipette. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm actually not going to do that. I am going to, take out these power poles and replace them with medium electric poles, which are slightly larger here. Just kind of drop these in like this to give myself a better structure. And I'm also going to get rid of this and build that so it's, there we go, a little bit more uniform in its design, okay? I'm even going to take this out, this light, and I'm going to put it right there. And I'm going to put one right there. Now, what this will allow me to do, okay, is Control-C to copy all of this, all right? And we want to put it as close as we can, but we're going to need inserters for this job. So I'm going to put this right here, okay? And I'm going to put this right here and right here. Now, I don't know if I'm going to build all of this yet, but I want to start getting us some more science. Now, let's think about this. Is there a smooth way for me to do this? Yeah, you know what I'm going to do? Just for fun, I'm going to redo this. Let me show you what I mean. I'm going to go ahead and pipette this, and I'm going to have this actually come down here instead. So I'm going to peel off this whole line to give myself some more space, and I'll show you why. And there we go. Now we've got this all set, no problem. So I'm peeling off this because I actually would like to change the way that we have science moving. It's going to take a second. And I'm going to put this here, and I'm going to put a line of red science all the way along the bottom. And then I'm going to take this green science, and I'm going to, instead, I'm going to change this and have this go right here. So now I have a belt of double green and double red. Now this won't work for us when we get more types of science, but it's a good starting point. All right, so I'm going to say I need this to be here, and I need this to be there, and then there we go. Now I'm going to need some more long-handed inserters. No problem. I'll build 15 of those on me, and then I'm going to pipette this, and we need one here, here, and here. I'm in the way. And then, oops, what did I do? I think I accidentally, yeah, there we go. Took that out. And then we need to pipette this yellow inserter and put one here, here, and here. This is just a basic inserter. Now, everything looks good. I just need to start filling in some details. So let's build these, okay, wherever we can reach. And we've got a lab going here. Let me get out of the way, and there. Now we need to start putting in power poles. Okay. Looking good. And now I just need to copy these. Make sure we can reach up here. And these need power, so let's just go ahead and drop some power here. Now, I actually could have put these closer together. You know what? I should have put them closer together. The only reason I didn't was because I was planning on just trading with an inserter going along to the right, but I actually don't need that. So bear with me for a moment. This is a little bit ridiculous, but I'm just going to take the time to make this a little bit tighter. So I'm just holding right click and just kind of picking everything up. Here we go. And let me see how this arranges. Okay. Fantastic. And I'm just going to clear off this entire ghosted path over here. We'll get there. Now what I want is, I'm actually going to slide these over too and just pick all this up. Going to get rid of that power pole and put in just a better power pole for us like that. Okay, now I'm just going to Control C again, but because we built these belts along to the bottom, we can actually set this in a little bit closer like that, and now we can fit in a whole extra column if we want. Now, I don't need this many lights, so I'm just going to take out some of these lights here. There, I think that's pretty good. All right, now you're going to see a pretty crazy configuration, but this will be fine. You can fit all this together, no problem. All right, I'm in the way. Now I'm doing this so that we have just a ton of science, because at this point in the game, that's what we need. We need to be researching so that we can upgrade our technologies, and we have enough red and green science, so we might as well take advantage of it. Let's see. Make sure everything gets power. I think I actually don't need a pole here, or here, or here for this setup, or even there. Let's see how this works. There. Okay, so we got away with, like, you know, because we packaged this in tighter, we got away with eliminating some power poles. There. And now I need some more science domes built, no problem. I think 5 will do. I'm just going to right-click it. All right. So I'm going to continue to pipette this and just take out the poles that I don't need to eliminate some of the extra wires and such. There. I'm just pushing Q to pipette this stuff. Once you've ghosted it in, you just have to push Q to pipette it. Now, what we have to do is look at our grid and make sure that we're producing enough power for all of this research, because this is crushing our grid a bit. But look at this. You see how fast our research is going up now? Now, this is not perfect by any means, but this just means that we have a ton more research coming in. Now, if we wanted to build more of these, instead of just extending this indefinitely, we would want to split these belts and build another row here and duplicate this up here, because there is a point of diminishing return where daisy chaining these together will be too slow, and you want to have a fresh belt coming in. But we finished plastics, okay, which is what we were trying to do. And then now we can finish advanced electronics. Let's go ahead and get this going. This will give us red boards, but is this what we want right now? You know what? I'm going to build the car because, yeah, let's do it. All of this stuff will be much easier at this point, by the way. All right, now you could see that we're actually not going super fast on our green science, but it's not because we don't have conveyor belts or inserters. These are all here. So another thing that we could think about is starting to upgrade our assembling machines for faster assembling machines. So you kind of slowly work through your factory. Remember, we were automating all of this stuff right now. So I actually have, in this chest, I can just pick up a bunch of these. And I'm going to put these on my bar. pick these up and just drop these on my action bar below, okay? And then from here, I can build this, and I can just drop these over top of the assemblers that I want to replace. Now, you don't have to do these for all of your facilities. Some of them are just fine. But especially if it's something slow, like green science, you know, I'd like a faster assembler myself. And I have so many of these that I'm just going to kind of go through and replace a lot of these facilities. Anything that I think is like slowing me down, okay, I'll just speed this up. So things that are time consuming, circuits, sure. This is up to you, how often you do this, by the way. We finished automobilism, great. We could mess around with solar power if we wanted. We could also do batteries, all right? You need batteries and solar power to really get that going, so let's just do batteries. Another thing you can do is you can actually research labs, research speed 2, which this is just an upgrade to make your labs go faster. I like it a great deal. I just have fun replacing these. I'm not saying it's the most efficient or necessary practice. I just enjoy it. All right. So at this point, things are looking good, but we still haven't automated. Have we automated faster belts yet? I don't think we did. Let's do that. That's definitely a good project. We have plenty of regular belts coming in, right? We have plenty of science coming in now. We're starting to upgrade this, but we don't have our belts themselves upgraded. By the way, you want more green science? Well, all we got to do is just, pipette this all the way down, right? So we can simply have this go, and then Control C, and say, I like this little structure here. Let's repeat it. Now, it can't build it here because this power pole is in the way. So we're going to go ahead and just get rid of that. And we don't even need that power pole at the moment. But I'll build a power pole like here that will kind of fill in the gap for that. And I'll build one here too. All right, and then we'll just kind of build this and this. And this and this. And these need power here. And then there you go. Green science. I'm going to right-click this ghosted power line structure. Don't really need it right now. Okay, we do need power pole down here. Right-click that. And this, let me go shift, right-click, shift, left-click to tell it to do green science. And build me a light. And we can extend this a little bit further. Again, this is not entirely necessary. I just like having as much as I can. But you don't want to make sure your belts don't connect right here, because then you'll just be dropping green or these onto your green science belt, which is not what we're looking for. And we can put one here and one here. That's fine. How about that? And then just drop that. There we go. All right. So this should be a lot more green science for us. And the batteries are finished. You see our research is just flying along. Energy accumulators. Right. This is actually what we need, I believe. I don't think batteries... we need these for the base itself. The batteries are for other things. So I'm going to go ahead and build solar panels. That's fine. And in the meantime, let's just roll over here and get ourselves some belts. So we've been doing such a good job. Remember, we were kind of having our entire main line of the hub come along here because there was this lake, and let's just get over the lake altogether. That's pretty good. And then now we can just kind of turn this. I'm just planning for the future. There we go. Just so I can block this out a little bit better. Now, what do we need for better belts? Well, if we want to make red fast transport belts, we need 5 iron gears and 1 transport belt. So remember, transport belts themselves are plates and gears. So this is going to be like, we need a ton of plates and a ton of gears and belts. So we already have gears here. And we have this line of plates coming up, so we could just build off of this. And we could say, all right, take a fast assembler, and with this, make these for me. Okay. Which would require that I can just kind of split and put this line of plates over here. And we need a power pole right there. And then now these are going to make yellows, which we can then just drop into this facility, which will make red for us. And red just also needs gears. So what we'd want to do is kind of get down here. And kind of have this going like this. Now, the thing about what we're doing right here is it's not the most efficient. It's not the most elegant. And we might need way more gears than we actually get out of this. So that would mean that we want to get ourselves more gear production. And I can completely do that. So instead what I'm going to do is I'm going to just rip this out, put the power pole here on the inside, and I'm going to stop everything I'm doing here. I'm going to make another couple of gears like this. I'm going to shift right click, shift left click, turn these into gears. And then we can just kind of say, hey, can you send these over here, make me a bunch of gears? And then let me build this power pole here. Okay. And then these can send gears. Well, this one can send gears just directly. And actually, so can this. So in this way, we don't even need this anymore. And let's see. This is, can't make anything because it's waiting to output. So let's go ahead and just output into a box. Now we don't need an indefinite amount of these. Let's just kind of have, I'd actually like to have a lot of these. So I'm going to put that many. And we finished solar energy. Let's go to accumulators and get that going. Okay. So now, this is going to be slow, but we will start building up our red belts. Now, I can make these by hand on me, just by right-clicking, because I have so many gears on me, but you'll see it actually takes a ton. Now, you can watch this and see, well, what's the holdup? And actually, the holdup is indeed gears. So, what we might want to do is build one more. Like this. Is the holdup anything here? Holdup is actually plates. Oh, that's right. I'm not giving it plates anymore. I was planning on building this around. Um, that's right. No, all I have to do is... Oh, I don't have any underground. Okay, let's make some. There. And then I made an underground, and then here we go. So let me see if I can take from here and then put it here. Now it can't pass like that. That's my fault. Yeah, to get this to work, I have to move this over one. It's not a problem. And then we just need to bring this down and then have a inserter here and have another inserter. No, I can't hand it like that. It needs to be, here we go. And this is still just waiting for gears. So yeah, I need to make the extra gears. All right, we finished that. Let's go ahead and move over to research speed so we can research a little bit faster. I'm going to drop this right here. And my plan with this is basically to just take a couple inserters and say, okay, take these off. Oh, you need a power pole, sure. And then you're going to drop them here. I need you to then... No, here, try... No. I know you can do this. Oh, you can't because I'm not giving you a recipe. Right. Make gears. There it goes. Okay, so you can use inserters to hand to each other. So now this will hand these, and then we just have to have this kind of drop these in here, and this will help the process. You can even, if you want, change these to fast inserters. But now we have some automation of red belts happening. All right, tremendous. Now, let's see. I'm going to check on my grid. How's it doing? Oops. Click on the power pole. There you go. It's fine. Check on the science situation. It's okay. Green science is a little bit wobbly. And now you can see the green science is wobbly because we're slowing down on inserters. And why are we slowing down on inserters? Because we're slowing down on... is it plates that we need? What does this need? It needs... Yeah, it's not getting any plates up here. How is it supposed to get plates, though? On this part of the belt here? Wait a minute. What am I missing? Now, you do get plates. Let me watch my own progress here. Oh, the plates come from here. That's right. With the long-handed inserter. But they're not... We're not getting enough plates up here. We need more. Oh, that's always the way of it. Plates, plates, plates. Okay. So we need plates on the top of the belt. Right, and we're only giving plates to the bottom of the belt. That's why we're having these issues. They wrap around to the top, and then nothing is coming on the bottom. The only thing coming on... Yeah, these can't even dump there because it's full. right? So it's a problem with the fact that they're all coming to the same part of the belt. So when something like this happens, okay, you need to pay attention and say, all right, I see that there's a massive issue here, obviously. And I'm going to need to make splitters. So I'm going to make some splitters like this. And I need to quickly split this and then curl this around so that I take half of these and put them on the other side, because these can't even dump out anymore. Because we are putting too many, because I built all of these to drop on the one lane. And now we need to kind of distribute these a little bit more evenly so these can actually turn on again and give us some more plates. So hopefully this will boost our plate sending, and it is in a way. All right, we're done with the research of level 2. Let's go ahead and get advanced electronics and start researching that. All right, so sort of going okay. How is this going? How is this box filling up? It's not. It's still too slow on gears. So when something like this happens, okay, it's not like the end of the world. It just means that we need more gears. And so what I'm going to do is well, that doesn't need to be there. Okay. We need to build some more gear work. So if I put another gear installation here, and I say, take this, and then I put the gears themselves just onto this belt. All right, we finished electronics. Let's just push T, open up the research screen. And this is looking really good, and we can go ahead and get into blue science if we want, but we can also research any of these others that seem good to us. Now, we're in passive mode, so a lot of these military upgrades I kind of just skip on from. Stack inserters are fantastic. Modular armor is also amazing. Let's go ahead and get that going. And we're bringing these gears over. This is looking really, really hilarious spaghetti, by the way. This is not a good construction, but it's a funny construction. I just want to make sure that I'm making enough of these. And we can get these gears over to this. All right. Let's see. I think the best way to do this would just be to say, I'm going to pick this up, I'm going to pick this up, and pick that up. And I'll just kind of bring this down to here. And we're running out of regular belts, so, well, I need those. And I'm storing these up here, so I'll just grab 400 belts. Head back over here, take a belt, put it there, put an inserter that goes here, and now we should be getting a ton, but we can't make anything because we're all full. So let me just kind of put this back there, and Q to drop that. And there we go. And now you can see I actually have a bunch of red belts in my inventory. I'm going to pick this up, and I'm going to drop this down instead of, I'm going to get the lab off of my hotbar. I'm not going to be building enough labs to where I feel like, you know, I need to have that on the hotbar. But now We're making good progress. We finished modular armor. Let's go ahead and jump up here and let's increase the production from mining drills and pump jacks with mining productivity 1. Sounds pretty good. All right. So now that we're automating red belts, what we can do is we could say, is any part of my production line being slowed by the fact that the belts themselves are too slow? All right, so what about if I go all the way down here? All right, you see this massive line that we've got. I'm going to select red belts, okay? And I have them on my hotbar now. I've picked them up and they're in my hand. And you can just actually drop these right on top and just hold down left click and drag and run this whole line. And everything now will go faster. Now, when it gets to this, whoops, that was a mistake. Let me get that back there. When it gets to this underground belt, you'll notice that it doesn't go faster there because these are still yellow, all right? But we can just go ahead and change this and change this. And now we're helping speed up at least a little bit these. There we go. And this isn't entirely necessary, but it's fun. See how much faster everything is moving on these belts. All right. So when you get enough of these, you can start just dropping them down and replace your line to see if that's the bottleneck. Now, this might not be what's slowing us down. It might not be because, our belts are too slow. That might be the case. So instead, we might need to increase our plate production, right? Maybe we're not getting enough iron ore. Maybe we're not getting enough maybe we don't have enough furnaces, right? But another option that we could do right here is I can just Control C, and I could copy this. And if I copy it, okay, and I rotate this and set it right here, what could happen is if I pipette this and just kind of, drop that into place. I need some more furnaces. But that requires stone. All right, well, I can get stone. I know where stone lives. Oh, God, that's too much stone. I don't need quite that many. I'm going to Control-click all this stone. And I'm going to Shift pick up a few stacks so that I can go here and make a few furnaces. And what this will allow us to do is... Oh, but we need to rotate these. There we go. So these are pointed the wrong way. That's pointed the right way. We need power over here. Well, power is not a problem. I will... Actually, I'm going to send it around the back here. There we go. And this needs to send, 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 send. Okay. And now the only problem, of course, is the coal itself. So we can just take this line for coal and send it around here. Oh. Let me get this tree out of the way. I don't need it to go underground like that. I'll remove these. Oh, wait. That was a miscalculation. I didn't need to remove those at all. Actually, those were good because you have to leave a buffer for the inserters themselves. And then you say, hey, go ahead and feed this with coal, please. Build these power poles. And one more is fine. Yep. Now, this, there we go. I had it right the first time. All right, let's just make sure these are all rotated correctly. Drop in these. Mm-hmm. Great. And then at this point, I just have to kind of pipette this and build all these here. There we go. So now, what you waiting on? 4. Can you not get any because of how that's arranged? Yeah, it might not work. That's fine. All I have to do is just switch this around then. I'm not sure why this one isn't working. Let me try it again. There it goes. Alright, so now this is going to put plates on both sides for us. And we finished mining productivity. And let's go ahead and bump up. And we could get circuit networks. We could get solar panels, which are cool. We get modules. I just like to research everything. I'll get blue science. It's red and green for now. And let's see, how is all this going? These are just doing their thing. Okay. So honestly, I feel much better about where we're at. The green science, you can see it's starting to come, even though we upgraded our science significantly. Our grid is doing good power-wise. We boosted up our green science. We built all faster inserters. We started messing around with putting in faster conveyor belts as well. So we can use these to speed up our factory itself. We've automated assemblers. And we've just finished blue science. So how about we do... landfill is fine. Let's go ahead and say... let me look at our situation, and we could automate underground belts. Do we have regular underground belts automated on this factory? Let's look at the map. Let's zoom in and say, no, I don't see assemblers making those at all. So that's definitely something we want to add. We want to have both kinds of underground belts being added to. And we're rocking and rolling. So everyone, I hope you're still finding this guide to be useful. This is what you want to do in the sense of just keeping your main bus going down and upgrading, okay, as much as you possibly can, all of the automation so that you are making the different pieces that you need. We will research and Let's go ahead and do solar panels. That's fine. And storing them all and pushing out and continuing to do research. We're going to need to do blue science at some point, but as you'll see, blue science actually takes sulfur, red circuits, and engines. So it's another animal altogether to get to that point. I hope you're all finding this useful and having fun playing Factorio. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.